who's watching the stream. Maybe I'm more tired than I thought. Hey Joe, how's it going? Alright, we can start the game. Okay. It's gonna be a good run. Got the start the game success. Okay, War. Just you and me. I feel like this start has been a little sloppy. It's not impossible for me to get early cycle, but it's a little rough. Just barely hit him with that last one. Alright, that was good boxes. Still gonna be so close. Just barely made it. It's just because the beginning of the level was so sloppy. Makes it hard to get the early cycle. And like the difference between sloppy and not sloppy is like so thin. It's hardly anything. Ah! Get on the right stair. Mickey, please. It's always hard for me to lose life unnecessarily, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like worry about one bit of lost life at this point. Hey Muta, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Just okay? Well, I'm doing great because this is the first run to make it past Wharf. So, made it past Wharf. That's exciting. I wish I hadn't have lost so much life, but it's okay. Oh, come on. Going up. I feel like that elevator was particularly slow, but I never have like a good like feel for it. See, that was blue. I felt like it was slow and it was blue. I don't know. I don't know how to gauge elevator. My feelings on elevators are not accurate. Right, that was pretty fast, so it's probably gonna screw up my bat. Nope. Alright, could have more life, but not too bad. Thanks, Muta. I appreciate it. It can be improved by at least 7 seconds. 13 seconds if I have a super good run. So, yeah, that's why we're still going. So I just feel like it's not as solid as it could be. Nice, that was a really good fight. That was a really good fight. That was a really good fight. Alright, now I just have to concentrate, not duck. There we go, that's good. That was good. Nice. Should be a good moose. Yeah, I got there just as he was saying uh-oh, which is good. Nice, that was fast. The timing on those jumps can be a little bit tight, but it's not too bad. So I've learned if you just hold down jump when you jump over the water, it just works so much better. Like it works every time. Except on the first set of water, that doesn't work. The jumps are more specific. Alright, double loading zone, don't forget. Telling myself not to forget. Just loads twice for some reason. Probably because of the front of this haunted house. Doing this thing. Ooh. Alright, this level has killed a ton of runs, so this time it's going to be great. That was the stage. Oh, that was actually being played. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, I got hit by that ghost. That's alright. Makes the rest of this a little tight, but it's alright. Nice. Tiny jumps. Alright, I felt like that stage was good. Probably tied my PB. Yeah, I don't know. I've never played the Genesis version, so I know there's different levels, but I don't know if any of these levels are cut out. Like, I know there's more levels in the Genesis version. So, if there's any extra levels. Oh my goodness, my timer's going off. I hope you guys can't hear that. I forgot I set a timer for laundry. I'll try not to get too distracted because I can't stop and go get it. I won't have enough time. It's far enough away that you probably can't hear it. It's just super annoying. Get the rope! Thank you. Nice. Oops, I wasn't supposed to walk through that guy. I messed that up. I still saved time and I messed that up. That's how bad that one was. I could save 6 seconds on that and I only saved 2. But as always, it's always the loss of life that I care about. That I don't like. Oh, that was close. Oh my gosh, the timer is driving me crazy. I just have to try to concentrate. Pixel, go turn the timer off. She doesn't really have opposable thumbs, unfortunately. Well, at least you guys can't hear it. It's just driving me insane. Alright, I have a new strat here. Nice. It's faster, and I never get hurt, and I don't have to wait, so it works a lot better. I don't know why I was jumping to get marbles anyway, because I never need marbles. Nice, got the life. That's always a little messy. I could definitely work on that. Maybe if I just pretend it's part of the music. Be like, oh, that's just part of the background. Alright, I might lose time on steps, because my steps was super good. At least I got that butterfly. Sometimes that happens. Like, you don't get him in the right frame of animation. Unfortunately, it costs some health, but I only last 0.3 seconds on steps. That's pretty good. Oh, that's a lot to read. I'll read that in the next loading zone. I missed him. At least I didn't get hurt there. Sometimes you do. I hesitated a little bit on butterflies, so it might not be blue. I hope it was. I love Quackshot for Genesis. I did play Chip and Dale, that was pretty good. I think, and then I also did play, there was a Disney game that was actually the first game I ever bought for NES. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like, it had Mickey and Minnie in it that you could play together. So that was actually the first Disney game I ever played. Oh, that was unlucky. Usually that doesn't happen. I didn't want to bounce that high. Nice, got the life. What? That urn has never got me before. And it just stinks because I need life for this last part, so I can't afford to lose life on nothing. Little Mermaid? Yeah, I've never played that. That's NES. Like, I know there's lots of NES games that I didn't play because I was pretty young for the NES era. Oh gosh, I'm just losing life all over the place. It's gonna make this level very difficult. I might still PB, but not by as much as I wanted to, just because of my lack of life. Too many little mistakes. Oh yeah, Aladdin. We had Aladdin for Game Gear, and that was a really fun game. Although it's funny because our Game Gear, the screen was broken, and so like the top couple lines of pixels were out. So it made that game really hard because you like couldn't see stuff up above that you were trying to get. We had Aladdin and The Lion King for Game Gear, as well as a Sonic game. I don't remember which one. But yeah, Sonic, it didn't matter as much that you couldn't see the top of the screen, but Aladdin and Lion King, it made it very difficult. It was like extra hard mode because you couldn't see the screen. Alright, there's like practically no way that this is going to happen with the amount of life that I have now. So we can hope, but yeah, you always get hit there. So that was kind of my time save that I was hoping to have, that I no longer have, but it's okay. It's just a small, like if I would have had one more life, then I would have made it through and I would have been okay. So this just goes to show like those little time saves, or not time saves, but those little mistakes where you get hurt add up to a death, which loses you 7 seconds at least. Yeah, Game Gear was really cool. It was one of those things where Nintendo always did the thing where they're like, we're going to release the Game Boy without a light on it, or without backlighting, or without color, and then like 2 years later we release this, or we have an accessory. Yeah, I think I played Jungle Book. That was good. So yeah, it was really, like, Game Boy was just better at marketing, because like Game Boy and Game Gear were not exactly, like Game Gear came out afterwards, but it's like they could have done so much more with the Game Boy. And they just didn't because they wanted to release another one in, you know, a year or a month and make more money. And like Sega didn't do that. They released the Game Gear, which was the best technology they had. And it stinks because they kind of paid for it because all they had was the Game Gear. And it did pretty well, but then the Game Boy kept releasing new versions, and yeah. So I feel kind of bad for Sega. Their like marketing practices weren't as good as Nintendo. But they released a better product, so I feel like they should be rewarded for that, but they weren't. How am I still like 9 seconds ahead? Oh, because I died in my PB too, so that's fine. Good. No, it's by no means a failure. It's just obviously it got eclipsed by Nintendo. One. Two. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'New world record hype! Yay! World record in PB! This is my PB dance. It's a PB dance. Everybody better love my PB dance. If they don't love my PB dance, it's too bad. You gotta watch it anyway. Yeah! Well, that's good. That was a long time in coming, even though it's only been like a week and a half. It feels long time in coming, and I wanted sub 2140 and I got it. But I still had that death. Without that death, it would have been 2130-ish. So sub 2130 is possible, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to